Hey, it's Lon Welsh at Your Castle Real Estate, and I've got my special guest, Joe Massey from Castle Cooke Mortgage. And a frequent topic that I think is very poorly understood is what is a credit score and what's the role in the mortgage process to get a loan to buy a house. Could you fill this in kind of on the details for that?
Absolutely. So your credit score has a lot of information that goes into it. How much debt do you have? How long is your history of credit? What's your payment history like? How much credit have you been applying for recently? And how close are you to your limits?
Okay.
So there's a lot of factors that go into it, and that credit report is more than just a score. When we pull your credit, it doesn't just pop up, hey, you have a 782. It has, hey, you have a 782, and then here's 12 additional pages of details. Here's what's happening on your Capital One account. Here's what's happening on your mortgage. Here's what's happening on your car loan. Here's what's happening on your student loan. And it shows us really, really in-depth information about where you've come from, right? And a snapshot of where we're at today, what payments are being made on time, how much are your monthly payments, what are the terms on these loans, how long do you have until this loan's gonna be paid off, how long are your student loans in deferment, all kinds of details that all get compiled to come up to just this score.
Okay.
All right, so lots of information that's on that credit report.
So if I go to myfico.com or Experian as a consumer and pull my credit report and my score, will it look similar to what you get as a mortgage professional?
No, it won't. As a matter of fact, it's different 100% of the time. If you read the fine print, it'll say down at the very bottom, hey, this is a credit simulation.
Oh.
And so a really good example, if you go to MyFICO or if you have a Discover card, or I have a Capital One that gives me a free credit score. And if you read the details, it says, hey, this is free, this is a simulation. It's a good guess, but it's not 100% accurate. And the way you know it's not 100% accurate is it's free, okay? For us to get your full credit report and to get your credit score, it costs us about $45. Now that's not something we charge to you, that's just part of our cost of taking your application. But that free scoring model, it's a simulation and it's a good indicator, right? Especially when you get, hey, you're in the green, you're in the yellow, you're in the red, that's gonna line up. But I will say 100% of the time that I've had clients that said, hey, I've pulled my credit over here at Credit Karma, it's this number, when we get it, it's different. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, but ours is gonna be that hyper accurate, what is your credit score for you to apply for a mortgage today?
Got it. So if I'm a consumer and I'm maybe thinking about buying a house, maybe let's say next July, my lease goes until then, what things should I be doing in November to prepare for that event 6 or 7 months from now? Should I pull my credit report now and look it over? Like, what things would I look for and what things could I work on?
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend pulling it. And what you're gonna wanna do is go through and look for any surprises.
Okay.
Real common one, medical collections.
Okay.
Right? These don't make a huge negative impact on your score, but if it's a really big amount, it might be something you have to pay off. Happens especially if you've had a surgery, a pregnancy,
okay.
Anything unexpected. Go through that and look for any of those collections that, hey, you know what, I thought the insurance paid it, they didn't, whatever happened, work on getting those things paid off. Look at your balances on your credit cards as compared to your limits. If I've got a $5,000 limit on my credit card and the balance is at $4,800, that's making a negative impact on my credit. I need to work on getting that paid down. That's right, it shows I'm really close to being overextended and maybe close to having a late payment. So I need to work on getting that paid down. Look at any accounts that you have that are old that have had problems. Maybe I had a late payment on a card 5 years ago and I'm still using that card. Well, that shows that still had a late payment at some point. Maybe I should close that card and get a new card so this one that had the late payment is eventually gonna go away.
Interesting.
And so that's something that we spend a lot of time with our clients as they're in that preparation phase that, hey, they want to buy 6, 8, 12 months from now. We're going to go through that credit report with them and really figure out what's going on and what type of improvements they need to make.
Okay, so if I'm a first-time buyer, actually seeing you 6 or 8 months in advance of the target purchase dates would probably be a good use of your time and mine.
Absolutely, because sometimes there's things that are on your credit report that you didn't even know.
Okay.
You know, and we look at these all day long, and this is something you absolutely can do on your own. You could go to Credit Karma or MyFICO and get your whole report. But myself and my team, we look at these all day.
I've looked at my reports. There's a lot to figure out. I'm not sure I understand all of it.
Yeah, yeah. And so absolutely, I'd be happy to spend time with you, go over it together and really give you that plan of these are the debts you need to pay down. These are the things you need to work on. Or you know what, here's the other thing. Sometimes you're in way better shape than you thought. And you thought, hey, I need to save up or I need to work on my credit until next year, July.
Yep.
And we look at it and we're like, no, you're in great shape now. And so maybe you don't want to continue to lease if you're on month to month or whatever it might be. We have those conversations a lot as well, that people are really surprised that they're in better shape than they thought.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.